fucking cattle and shit, bred in certain ways. Black people are we are pretty much athletically tuned up because of genetics, because of eugenics and selective breeding. People don't know that. People still don't fucking know that. It's not that we just all big and strong by nature and shit. And yes, there are variations to this. This is not is the exception is not the rule, but it's like basically they used to take the strongest, fastest, most virile slave, take him from plantation to plantation, mate him with, and I say mate, yes, mate him with the strongest and most fucking fertile woman that they could find, and they could build bigger super slaves. And by the time slavery ended, you just had just a whole bunch of gigantic 8-pack having motherfuckers going around like what the hell happened? And that's when they started passing other laws to keep motherfuckers from multiplying even further. Do y'all know that eugenics in America, a lot of projects in America were pretty much there to like, what's the word I'm looking for? Pretty much there to sterilize black people? Really, Aaron? Hell yeah. Motherfuckers was just like not trying to have black people have babies to this fucking day. The Tuskegee experiments were brought to condition. This is also social conditioning, by the way, because not a lot of people know about the Tuskegee experiments. Brought in, gave black men syphilis, and I mean a lot of black men were given syphilis. A lot of, if you are a feminist listening to this show, a lot of your feminist heroes were fans of eugenics. What? Yeah, a lot of them were fans of eugenics that they wanted to rip the uteruses out of black women in this country. That shit didn't stop until the 70s. Get the fuck out of here, Aaron. No, I will not, because I'm telling the truth. Straight up. It's horrible how the conditioning is with black people. Now, here's some other conditioning that I'm gonna drop. Y'all probably didn't even think about this, and y'all gonna learn something about yourself real quick. I have been the reason now. I'm sorry, I got a little bit flustered right there because I was about to cough and then it didn't come out and whatever. But anyway, it is known that I have a strong dislike for hood rats. What's the condition in there? Well, a lot of y'all heard me say the word hood rats and y'all automatically thought that I meant somebody black. Straight up. Why would you think that? Just because I said the word hood rat. I didn't say black hood rat. I just said hood rat. Why did I say that? There are kids running around in my fucking hallway in my apartment building too. So if y'all heard that, you know, and I think the kid heard it too because he shut all the way the fuck up when I said that. But anyway, yeah, when you hear the word hood rat and your mind automatically goes to black women and stuff, the problem ain't with me. The problem's with you. Why? Because they are white hood rats. They are Mexican hood rats. They are Asian hood rats. They are Canadian hood rats. They are hood rats. Hood rat is a worldwide thing, and it is crazy as hell the deeper you go into that well. Because if you've never seen an Asian hood rat, man, I'm telling you, that shit is weird. And white hood rats are the worst. So when I say that I hate hood rats, it's not me saying that I don't like black women. I'm saying I don't like you for thinking that when someone says hood rat that you automatically lump all black women into that category. Because there is something wrong with you when you lump all black women into one category when I say hood rat. It's kind of fucked up of you. You're a pretty shitty person for thinking that. However, it's not your fault. You're still a shitty person, but it's not your fault that you think like that. Because you've been curated to a certain degree to have those kinds of thoughts towards a group of people. You know? Now, what are some solutions to this? I know I said earlier that I do complain about stuff, but I do offer solutions. And I will offer solutions. What are some solutions? Well, in order to evaluate the whole, you have to start with the individual. Start getting to know people as individuals. Start getting to know more black people as individuals. You know? People get mad at me when they find out my musical tastes and stuff. As if I'm only supposed to listen to only R&B and rap. And only a certain type of R&B and a certain type of rap. Meanwhile, if you listen to this show for any amount of time, I listen to music from all over the place. All over the place. As I said that, I just got a thought in my mind of a band that I want to listen to after I finish recording this show called Concierge de Sexy, which is a Brazilian band. Their band name, translated to English, means I'm tired of being sexy, which is the funniest shit I ever heard in my life. I'm going to listen to them after I get off recording this show. Maybe. I don't know. You don't know what I'm doing after I record this shit. So yeah, let's just say that I am. But yeah. Start getting to know people as an individual. Instead of looking at me and just saying, oh, he's just another black person. And here's all the things that I think that I know about black people. So this must apply to him. Oh, Aaron's Buddhist. Here's the 5 things I know about Buddhism. So this must apply to him. Guess what? All Buddhists are not vegetarian. Just saying. All Buddhists don't shave their heads. Those are monks. And even then, they don't all shave their heads. Get to know people. Yes, I'm black. Yes, I'm Buddhist. But that's not where Aaron stops. Everybody's an individual. Get to know the individual. And the more individuals that you know, the more you can be like, oh, you know what? Maybe all this shit that I was taught, maybe all this shit that I thought was right, is complete bullshit. Because more times than not, it is. It really is. You know, growing up, I used to watch stand-up comedy all the time. And, you know, I still watch it today because, you know, I'm a stand-up comedian. But, like, I used to watch it, and when I was a kid, before I was around more white people, which I kind of was growing up in my family. We had a very large mixture in my family and stuff. But outside of that bubble, I thought all white people sounded like this. Every white person in the world just sounds like this. Because that's what black comedians made white people sound like in their act. It's kind of like how every white comedian makes black people all sound like this. And all, you know, we just going down get some get the fuck out of here. Nobody fucking speaks like that. It goes to that. Every bullshit stereotype, every bullshit thought about any group of people all started as a joke. All started as a joke. That's why when you call people out on their bullshit, a lot of times they say, hey man, I was just joking. It's always a joke. It always starts off as a joke. That doesn't make an excuse for you to say shit. Because the best kinds of jokes are the ones that make you think afterwards. Not the one that just demeans somebody and then nobody gets their comeuppance or anything like that. Or it doesn't come back around. Because trust me, I joke about people all the time. I joke at other people's expenses all the time. However, it's not in a way to malice or make them feel less than. You know? Or at least I try. I like to think that I try to do so. But at the same time, it all starts as a joke. Like it goes to like when people say, oh, well, stupid people shouldn't have babies. Well, who the fuck is to say who's stupid and who's not? That's very dangerous language to use sometimes. It's that kind of language that gets to be like, okay, well, who gets to choose who's stupid? What metrics are we using? And then you say, well, you know, I was just joking. But now there's a law that's passed that's saying, well, if you can't pass this test, you can't have children because by law, you're now one of the stupid people. Shit like that always happens. That domino falls extremely fucking fast when people are irresponsible with their jokes. You know? We're all conditioned to behave certain ways and stuff. That doesn't mean that that behavior is correct. That doesn't mean that that behavior is something that can thrive in the world that we live in today. You know, the world is always changing. If you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always got. You can't force your beliefs on anybody else. You can offer other people a different way of thinking. Absolutely. However, before you offer someone else any kind of different way of thinking, you always have to take in their point of view first. How does this person think? How does this person communicate? How does this person react? You have to think about all of those things. You just can't spout off your beliefs and hope somebody else gets it. You can't just spout off random dumbass questions to people and hope that they know that you don't mean harm. Everything you say, everything you do has either a positive or a negative reaction that may come to you. The only difference between that is how you present it. I can give you your favorite fucking dish on the lid of a garbage can right now and you will not eat it. Why? Because I presented it to you in a fucked up way. May be good information, but I can't get past how you brought that shit to me. Let's condition ourselves to communicate better with people and learn how others communicate with us because, again, we're not all the same. We're not all going to communicate the same way. We're not all going to think exactly the same way. We come from different backgrounds. We come from different places. We come from different cultures. Instead of forcing everybody to be like, well, mine is the right answer, yours is wrong. No. Let's look at somebody else's point of view and then go from there. Because if I look into somebody else's point of view and how they view things, that gives them more incentive to do the same for me. I'm a difficult person to fucking deal with sometimes. I don't like talking a lot. I don't. That doesn't mean I don't like communicating because I love communicating with people. Doing so verbally, you know. I'll tell you this, don't fucking call me on the goddamn phone. Ugh. That'd be a lonely ass afternoon for you because I'm not picking up. But it's learn about the individual. And then once you learn about all the individuals that you come across, there's only going to be one fucking group that you can actually judge. And that's just the one group. And while, yes, all of our individual groups still exist because black people have very specific issues in this country, as do Mexicans, as do other Latinos, as do Asian people, as do Arabs. We all have our own issues and stuff. However, a lot of those other groups actually get shit done because they actually look at their own point of views and look at the point of views of the other people and they get things done. However, it's always seen as a fucking problem whenever black people try to get shit done. Not only are people conditioned to look at black people in a real fucked up way, they're really conditioned to look at black empowerment in an extremely negative way. I can do 8 episodes on that. Now, I know this episode has gone on a little bit longer than normal, but I'm going to leave on this. Black people, listening to this right now, don't let anyone else's perception of what you should be shape who you are. Be who you are. Be yourself. As long as you ain't hurt nobody, be yourself. Be you. And also, don't fucking forget that we're pretty much all we got. Like, straight up. Black Americans listening to this, we pretty much all we got. We have specific issues and specific things that have yet to be rectified in this country. People are not gonna want to hear some of this shit. People are not gonna. Not at all. Some people have already tuned the fuck out. And I thank you for sticking around this long. Some people have already tuned the fuck out. I get it. Whatever.